Alright, so here we have Polecat number 4, my best one yet. See, it's got these wood spacers. There's 440 threaded standoffs in here, and around that is the wood spacers, not just wood in there. So we also have 440 black ox T10 screws in the back and some stainless T10 screws on the pivots. I've flipped this thing quite a bit now, and I will say it's a very competent flipper. It's the best one I've made yet. Don't know if I've already said that, but let's go over I guess all the little things about it. It is my 4th knife. It's not going to be a perfect, CNC knife. It's going to have some issues here and there. So let me go over them. Let's start with the blade. Don't know if I'll be able to get it on film, but I'll do my best to buff out any inconsistencies. Oh, come on, focus. There we go. With the edge, but it looks like I did pretty good there on the edge. It's not sharp all the way down because I'm not all that good at doing bevels, but that's another point of talk. Let's look at the bevels. This side, see, it's not perfect, but I mean, it's pretty good, I think. And then you have this side. See, this side's a little bit worse, especially this top left corner here. It's just a little bit off. Flails out instead of in a little bit. Okay, I did pretty all right with the rounding, I think. It's good, smooth. All right, now we're at the pivots. The pivots are on some custom barrels. I don't recall how good of a job I actually did on those. Pretty sure I just stuck it to the belt sander. I might be able to stick them in a vise and then mill them flat instead of it, just being in a weird, just sanded barrel. But did pretty all right there. Now let's look at the Zen pins. See if I can get that on film. If you look and see there, come on, focus. The Zen pins will be potentially, you might see them be slightly crooked. Yeah, this one especially. I might be able to make that a little bit better by adjusting the pins some more, but essentially the inside holes here do not line up all that good, so I had to make some shoulder bolts, and I'll show you what those look like. This is what the shoulder bolts look like, or the shoulder pins. So you see it's like it's a smaller section that leads into a bigger section and another small section. That's essentially what the pin is. And that was my fix. Obviously in the future I'll just do it right and clean my vise properly before putting in a new part and working on it. That's the result of inconsistencies due to me not cleaning the vise. That's what I think happened. Or maybe my stop got moved a little bit. Either way, kind of sucks that happened, but I'll fix that in the future. Unfortunately, I did a handful of these handles and a bunch of them have that issue, so that's just gonna be a first production run thing. All right, now let's look at the milling. So as you can see, the point where I see if I can get this to zoom in. Okay, so on the sides here you'll see some some just manual mill marks. This is because these slots are a single channel. I only did one cut for these slots, so if I were to in the next ones buzz around the edges on that, it'd be better. But for these ones you will see some maker's marks where I plunged the mill into. Same there, you might be able to see where I stopped. See, they're just a wee bit flared out. All right, and then you have, so basically this is a 3/16 channel into a 1/4 inch channel here. What I it's very hard to get two different end mills to line up perfectly. So what I did is the machining mark is hidden under these screws, except for one of them, this one, right there. It was my intention to get them hidden under the screws, but this one I just, oversight. Let's see. Wood spacers, love them. Did great. Love how they turned out. And I kind of needed them light right there to keep the balance. Couldn't really afford much more weight on the handles. Yeah, those did good. Surface ground them, so they should be pretty flat. I mean, clearly. My tolerances are okay. I did them on a surface grinder attachment, so they won't be as good as if, you know, somebody had them on an actual surface grinder, but I think it's good. I think it's acceptable. If it ever develops tap or anything in the future, just let me know, and by then I'll have a real surface grinder and I can tune it up a little bit better. Of course, it, you know, might take off a little bit of weight of the blade, but you know, we'll cross that bridge when we get there. For now, this is a very fleshed out knife, and I've flipped it a lot, so I'd say I've honestly probably already given it a wear-in period. I haven't dropped it any, so I don't know if that would affect it, but it seems to generally be a pretty rigid Balisong, and I really enjoy it, and would hate to see it go so early. You know, I really enjoy it, but I mean, that's what I am doing this for, right? Yeah. Gotta make some things, you know, keep some things and then sell some things. I think I should be good to have a first sale. But oh, that's just me. I suck. But in terms of balance, I reckon it's I don't know. I'm so bad at like judging balance because I haven't flipped enough Balisongs to really know. I've always just had one Balisong my whole life. My Benchmade 67 with flat tie on it. So I don't know. I think this flips great. I think this flips better than that. But maybe it's like a little bit handle heavy, especially like with these. It's a little bit harder to get, you know, tip weight on these, but yeah, good Balisong. Oh, okay. One last thing. You'll see like a little bit of a line there on the handles. That's just because I didn't sand it away good enough. But just want to make sure I'm covering everything about this knife that I can before sending it out. Looks like, yeah, slight discoloration there too. I think that's from where I got it too hot on the belt grinder. But yep, there she is. Polecat number 4. Sorry for the yap fest. I just wanted to make sure I got everything out of the way.